Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the Aflac Kickoff Classic, and we are excited to get this college football season underway. Welcome, everyone, to Ford Field, home of the Lions here in Detroit, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on a team from the MAC, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. So the Miami Redhawks offense will get the first crack at it here. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David...
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And the Redhawks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Might as well stick with him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. We have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country. And we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for him.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Redhawks decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Cal's offense will take the field for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Finds us back in the middle. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants to take the top off. It's complete! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cal!
And this is why so many teams go play action. They try to freeze guys in the back end, work on their eye discipline, get them to bite a little bit. Nice job on the play fake. Nice job bombs away, put air underneath it, and making the big touchdown pass.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the...
And your Miami Ohio Redhawks will take over 1st and 7.
Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Let's talk for a second about Miami of Ohio. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3... offensive lineman who's very highly recruited. That is a massive win for this head coach.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it can be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Perry. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Caught in the backfield. It's James. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Illegal block of the back. Return team.
And the coach will take the penalty.
On set.
Trying to move them on the counter. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On the ground, it's Brunson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. On the move.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Gets rid of it. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Lost a throw on 1st down. Completes it in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's James. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. And the Golden Bears are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point.
14, Miami, Ohio, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody will stop him at the 16.
Ohio Redhawks will take over 1st and 10.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll give it to the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. And the Redhawks will punt this one away. And nobody able to field. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. He'll pull it on the read. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the middle. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
That's a first down.
Got his man. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Bringing the heat. Got his man. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Holding. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Golden Bears will punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. The Red Hawks will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Coverage team gets the job done. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. He'll do it himself. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on 1st down. The quick out. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Power football with the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Golden Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. To the ground to try to move the chains. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. going to the running game. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Illegal blocking effect. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He'll set up to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Plows through the defense. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on second and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A 70-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Perry. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Redhawks in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Gonna let it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Snagged in the middle. It's Perry. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Trying to keep the drive alive. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Williamson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Pocket breaking down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Red Hawks line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They boot it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Returns like just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Looking down the middle. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense calls timeout and they won't have any more left this half. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires on the run. That ball is caught past the marker, but he is out of bounds, and it'll be 4th down. And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly per unit.
And your Miami, Ohio Red Hawks will take over 1st and 10.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Off play action on 1st down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellows, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's... First half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They kick it away on 4th down. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. They've got to get points on this drive before this thing gets out of hand. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Here's the heat. He'll throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's Brunson. fires to the big fella. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Redhawks will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And after that punt, that's where... line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the tight end. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
He has it down at the 38. Brings up second down.
They'll test the right side. Sweet cut there. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Golden Bears, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team.
And your Miami, Ohio Redhawks will take over 1st and 10.
Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Here comes the heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
To the ground with the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the returner goes down. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Rushes on him. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return.
And your Miami, Ohio Redhawks will take over 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. It's a draw. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside for defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Miami. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half, look back. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground game on the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. The Golden Bears send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll put that return to a stop at the 30.
33.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Under fire. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Pass interference. Defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to get...
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quickly complete. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last.
He's got it. 1st down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Downfield and in. It holds.
Ball's incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
2nd down.
The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's James. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Grab near the marker. It's Williamson. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not.
He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Red Hawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. And is going to be batted.
Swatted away and falls incomplete. It's a turnover on downs.
Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation.
I think the quarterback on that play on 3rd down showing you his maturity and his experience. Nothing open, so you're not going to try to force the ball into coverage. Live to play another day.
The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. At the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Perry. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. And he slides after picking up the 1st down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against.
Holding.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Hunt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. You know, there's no real reason to panic when you think about it. When there's panicking ever really happens. But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over.